Okay, so you joined me here back at Agritechnica. I hope you enjoyed the 6155R video and the 6120M as well. So you joined me just next to the all-new John Deere concept tractor. So this is an autonomous tractor, it's fully electric, and it also as well is fully autonomous, so there's no driver needed with it. As you can see, it's got a very futuristic look to it, sculpting of the bonnet, the LED lights, also as well the lighting on top of the bonnet there. It's fitted, as you can see, with a full weight, with a full rack of front weights there, just to increase the traction on and to balance up the weight on the front. And then they are obviously removable as well, so you can reduce the weight of this machine. Just moving to the middle of the machine, as you can see, it is tracked for reduced ground compaction. And then just as we move to the back, something quite unusual is there's no other track and no rear wheel. It's only got one track. And this is a linkage system here, so it's actually an articulated system. So the concept machine actually connects onto the implement. So the tractor is bolted to its implement. And I mean, the question I'm asking is this the future? Is this going to be the next big thing? You can just see the machine working in the fields up above. There's some LED screens, and it's just working by itself without the use of any operator, which could potentially significantly reduce the cost of production, because as a farmer, you're not going to need anyone to drive the tractor. There's still so many different regulations which have to be overcome with the machines, and driver safety is such an important thing with a lot of these autonomous products. For example, like the Teslas in America, they're really struggling over there to make sure that it is ready for fitting into modern regulations. So that's something which is really important with these, is that the software and the safety on them has to be absolutely bang on. And that is something I'm sure John Deere will achieve going into the future. So it's really, really interesting just to get an insight as to what the future could look like in farming with this autonomous tractor. Okay, so I'm here with Simon Pfaffer, and we're here today to talk about the new concept tractor behind us.
Yes.
Simon, so what can you tell us about it, which makes it sort of quite unique to the market?
So what we did here, we removed all the parts that are not strictly required for field work.
Right.
So under the aspects automation and electrification, we were able to remove the cab, we're able to remove the diesel engine, as well as the front axle. So what remains is the heart of a tractor, the rear axle, and we added here two high-performance E-machines with two times 250 kilowatts of power. So we have 250 kilowatts power for the traction drive, and another 250 kilowatts for the PTO and the hydraulics.
Wow, that's amazing. And you've worked on the project, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So Simon's worked on the project, and you've been behind this machine here, which must be so exciting to work on.
Yeah, it's really exciting today to show it to the public and to see the reactions about it.
Yeah, and I bet you've had some really, really fun reactions to it.
Definitely, yeah.
Thanks very much, Simon. It's been absolutely fantastic talking about the machine. Thanks, cheers. So we're just here with Mark Baker, who's going to just talk to us about these new John Deere concept drones. Nice to meet you, Mark. So what can you tell us about these drones, which is going to be quite exciting?
Yeah, so this concept is meant to, you would drop it off the side of a field, pick the field off of your John Deere Operations Center on an app. One drone would go and fly over the field, identifying the weeds, and create a high precision weed map. And then from that, several flight paths would be created, so you could have one or more drones go and precision spray just the weeds in the field to reduce your chemical use.
And it can do that all fully autonomous?
All autonomous.
All autonomously, guys.
Including changing the batteries and filling the tank.
So it changes its batteries on its own?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can see an example of that in the video.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. I mean, the future is going into such an incredible direction, and super exciting about it. So this is the drone here just flying in the field. Customers in the future, would they potentially buy this unit and then they'd have this on their farm, and then the drone would then autonomously be able to look after the sort of herbiciding, for example, herbicide spraying on the farm? So you'd have one of these boxes, would that be correct?
Right, so depending on the size of your farm, you may be able to have it centrally located where it can go out from there, or you may put it on a trailer, take it on a larger farm where you can take it to the edge of the field and then have it do its mission, and then tell you when you need to come pick it up and move it to the next one.
Wow, that's amazing. And you can just pick them up like with a trailer or something, for example.
Right.
Right. Wow. Really exciting stuff here, guys, and something totally unique, I think, for John Deere, because I haven't seen anything else like this.
That's true for John Deere, that's definitely true.
Yeah, so very unique and very innovative as well, these drones. Okay, so you now join me in front of this other concept spraying machine here. As you can see, it's fitted with tracks, and it's also as well got really high ground clearance, so that it can get over higher crops such as maize, for example, and rape and winter wheat, for example. So it's fully autonomous, again, just like the drones, and it can go along into the field, spray the crops fully autonomously, so there won't be the need for a pilot, there's no need for an operator, for example, and as well you've got reduced ground compaction, being quite a light machine, and also as well having the tracks on the bottom there as well. So it's just amazing checking out all of this new concept equipment. They were the drones that we had a look at earlier. Like the specialist was saying, you literally buy a box, it arrives on your farm, there's the drone at the top there, hopefully you can just see it there, and it flies out, does all of the work itself fully autonomously, and then it comes home, recharges itself, and even puts itself away. So it's just absolutely amazing. And then just on the left there, the fully automated tractor with John Deere specialist Simon Pfaffer. And there is actually an interview I did with Simon on the John Deere Dear Friend Instagram page, so go and check that out, and you'll go and see all of the sort of good stuff we were talking about the future of the electric concept tractor over there. Just in the middle here as well is a fully automated John Deere lawnmower, fully electric as well, as you can see, so no diesel engine in it, it's just, like I say, fully electric. Super interesting to just see it in here today, and yeah, the fact that, you know, electrification can be coming into... Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Olly, right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
How are you?
So I'm just here with Andy Rico, who's the manager of John Deere Autonomous Solutions, and we're just going to have a bit of a sort of an interview with Andy about all of this new exciting technology. So Andy, how's it going?
It's going well. We've had a really great reception here in our, this is the first time we've done the Future Technology Show, first time we've shown products that weren't actually in production,
right.
But everything we're showing here is not a mock-up, it's actually prototypes that we're testing out in the field.
Wow, so the stuff here is actually being used.
Absolutely.
Sort of being tested.
Being used and tested to understand how it would fit into our customers' operations.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most interesting things I saw was the drone package you would potentially be able to buy in the future, and the drone can do a lot of scouting work and data analysis.
Absolutely.
And then can even spray for specific diseases on your farm, and then I believe it puts itself away.
It puts itself away, it'll refuel, it'll retender itself, put the product back in the spray tank, and recharge itself, get it ready for the next pass.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, it really is sort of some next level.
Fully autonomous.
Fully autonomous, like you say, yeah. And then just next to that, we've got the fully automated electric tractor concept. So I believe it's from 5 to 15 tons you can weight it up to, is that correct?
The design criteria or design concept for that was from a machine form factor. What does it mean when you're no longer constrained to put an operator station on the tractor?
Okay.
And so it's a single axle, but the rear axle is integrated with the implement. This lets us have a very flexible ballast package, so for light applications you can make it really light and have a really light ground pressure, and then for higher draft applications you can add more power to it, and it's actually got 500 kilowatts of electrical capacity.
Wow.
So it has 250 kilowatts ready for draft,
right.
and 250 kilowatts ready for the implement.
So it's quite universal in what it can do. It's very flexible.
Absolutely.
You can change it to how you want. And probably as well, of course, being electric, I would imagine you don't have to use all of the power all of the time. Would that be
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So it's completely infinite in terms of the power.
That's one of the great things about electric motors, is they're not only very efficient, but they're extremely controllable. And that's one of the advantages that we're getting with our gold medal winning EIVT with the Joskin trailer, is with the controllability of the electric power, we're able to distribute that power between the tractor axle and the slurry tanker axle to reduce the overall slip of the machine and improve fuel efficiency.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Just taking it all in, how everything's changing potentially so quickly within such a short space of time. So just moving along from the sort of the fully automated tractor there, we can then see the Joskin system, which is the new e-auto power. So,
exactly.
So the tractor, is powering the trailer with a power pack. Is that correct?
Correct. what we've done with the new e-auto power, sorry, I still call it the EIVT, that's our engineering name for it.
Yeah.
The e-auto power, I'm sure my marketing friends are going to get me in trouble for that.
No, that's all right.
We've essentially replaced the hydrostatic portion of a continuously variable transmission with an electric power pack. And what that allows us to do is essentially use the electrical infrastructure that we need to put in there for traction, for tractive effort, but reuse those same electric machines as generators to provide up to 100 kilowatts of power for the implement.
And then just above our heads here, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a massive drone which has been developed by Volo drone. Is that correct?
Exactly. The idea behind that is that's a 200 kilogram payload spray system. So it's an alternative to a manned helicopter. So for areas or ground conditions that don't allow you to get in there with a ground-based machine, you can fly in with this very large drone and still apply your product.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Just have a shot of that. Just have a look. So it's got, is it 18 propellers? Is that correct?
I believe so. I haven't counted. It's warm in here. I keep asking them to turn the blades on, to cool it down. They won't do that.
No. So that's the tank, sorry, at the bottom there.
At the bottom, it's got 2 tanks. Each one carries about 100 kilograms of product.
And then you've got the boom in the middle.
Exactly.
Do you know how many meters the boom is?
I think the whole system is 9 meters.
9 meters. Okay. Okay, so Andy and I are just by the new concept fully autonomous orchard tractor, and it potentially could be fully autonomous. Is that correct?
Right. What we're studying with this is what kind of sensor packages and algorithms are needed in order to autonomously detect bystanders and obstacles. Obviously, in an orchard environment, if you detect that there's something 1 meter away from your path, it's interesting to know if it's a tree or a person.
Yeah.
And so the challenge here is to be able to discriminate between things that we can drive past and things that we have to stop. So what we've got on this system is we've got a GPS receiver on top. We've got 3 pair of stereo cameras, which work in the visible light spectrum, and then we've got underneath we've got a LiDAR, and that's the demonstration you see on the wall. What we've got here is these are a stereo pair of cameras, and what those do is they'll take a picture at the same time, and just like the stereo toys that you've seen, Viewmaster is a great example. The computer is able to regenerate a 3D picture of the world around it using one of the cameras.
Wow, wow. Well, thanks very much, Andy, for showing us around today.
My pleasure.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, so what an interesting time it's been checking out all of John Deere's new concept products there just in the concept area. So it's really interesting to think that perhaps one day some of those concepts in there could be going to market. So one day a tractor could be driving itself, it could be driving unmanned, and also your crops could be sprayed by drones and the much larger Volocopter. So do go and check out my John Deere 6155R video from yesterday when I was checking out the John Deere 6155R Ultimate Edition with the new front loader, and I'll catch you guys over there. I'm now going to be here for another few days checking out some of the new machines which are on offer. If there's anything you'd like me to go and film or to go and see, just drop a comment in the comment section down below and I'll try and make it happen.